Hey everybody, I just kind of saw this cool game earlier today that's called Skate or Don't. So I just thought I would maybe play a little bit this evening. If you haven't tried this, it's harder than it looks, as you will see by the ton of times that I die this evening, including that time right there. Let me get the chat popped out here. So get that imported into OBS. It's always sort of an interesting thing to try to get all that stuff to actually dock and work correctly. It always seems like it works most of the time, but just doesn't work just often enough to like... Hey, there it goes. You know, I have no idea what it actually says. It's I just clicked stream on OBS, so it probably just took the last settings. So can we edit any of that? No? Sure don't think so. I'll have to edit it like after the fact, Toby, so we'll see how that goes. I think it just takes whatever your last sort of settings were and maybe kind of modifies that. Here, let's see what we can do. Let's see. Probably things aren't going super well there in the game. So let's see. Now it should maybe say something more logical. It should say skate or don't, an impromptu live stream. So if you have not played this game, it's actually quite a bit of fun. Even if it does take you kind of a bit. Oh, see, I'm doing a handstand. Oh, damn. Well, there are these birds. Yeah, it is kind of like, it looks like an early 2000s kind of Flash game. And I think that's why I like it. It's, it is, if you Google skate or don't game, there's only one place that's got it. So, but it's basically you're skating against other people, and you can kind of have like a custom avatar and all that. So, and occasionally you get to watch people eat it, and then there's only one person left, and they are doing some mad tricks, these guys. And this guy, wow, I am nowhere near this good at the game. If I get a couple hundred feet, that's normally pretty good for me. But you could skate, you saw me skated underneath the picnic table. And there's like little hops and stuff you gotta make. There's like, oh yeah, these houses, you gotta like, oh, he got greedy. Face planted. So, as you can see, or you can't really see, I was in 7th place. Alright, let's see if I can... So, you hit shift, and that kind of like you're gain a little speed. So as you can see, I'm gonna bite it because I didn't have enough momentum to get flipped over. But yeah, no, I'm with you, Steve. I enjoy this aesthetic too. I just like simple games. I saw somebody playing this earlier today out on campus, and I was like, wow, this is absolutely up my alley. And I was like, what is this? They were like, oh, it's called Skate or Don't. And I was like, well, I've heard of Skate or Die. And yeah, I do. I hope that all of these guys are paid up on their little digital health insurance, because they're gonna need it. Oh man, they're just eating it at the bottom of this hill. So, but I guess the round to round, the terrain is sort of dynamically generated, and you can actually go in, and let me see if I can bring it up. Yeah, you can actually go in the settings, and I can exit this game. You can customize your character. I have to have my dude be bright colors or I lose them, and then you can edit kind of their little symbol that they scoot my window down there a little. The first couple times that I tried to play this, I didn't really realize that I wasn't able to control my character just yet. Like right now, it's between rounds, so I joined, but I'm not actually playing. So I'll have to wait until the next round starts, and then I'll be able to get in. But yeah, you can tell the people that are that have been at this a while, because those are the ones that don't immediately die. But as far as I know, this is PC only, this little game here. See, it's you get down to the last few, and you can definitely tell the people that have been at this a while. Oh no, yep, bit it. Oh man. So here's our last player. They like to do that, where it's a picnic table and then like a bunny hop and then another little picnic table. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, the netcode had to catch up. So as you can see, I was in, well, you can't hardly see, but I was in 5th place overall with a distance of, oh no, I'm not anything. Sorry, I'm not playing. Now I'm playing. All right, kicking my little leg. And you have to duck, and you can get the help off the screen, but I'm gonna be honest, I need it all the time, or otherwise I forget what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. There's already somebody that has ate it. Oh no. Oh no, I clipped my head on the very edge of it. So now we have to wait and watch other people complete their thing. So yeah, I do like free ski, don't get me wrong. The Windows Entertainment Pack is very entertaining. But this is kind of a neat game. So I placed 8th. I need to do something about this. I'm going to have to make my window even smaller. Oh my gosh, you can't hardly see any of this stuff anymore. There we go. All right, so now click here, get playing. Oh, I forgot. Ah! There we go. But there are like some little birds that are chasing the group. So I'm dead last right now. There are like some little birds that chase the group. And if you are caught... Oh, crap. Again! Oh! I gotta pay more attention. Steve, you should absolutely do this instead of cleaning your basement, because your basement, it'll always be there, man. Cleaning will always be there. But fun games. So I was 13th overall. God, that's sad. What's even sadder is like my OBS layout, but you know, this game doesn't really kind of accommodate much better. So you guys will have to like try this game. You have to crouch. Come on. Let me up. Let me up. Ah, the birds, they knocked me off my board. Well, I really hope your cleaning goes well, because the it looks like you were making some really good progress there for a bit. Maybe I need to be on this side? I don't know. This seems so professional for me to like, oh, for me to be like editing all this stuff kind of here, you know, at the last minute while the stream is live. But I guess that's the joy of live theater, is that you just don't know what you're gonna see. All right, so I was 9th that time. You'll have to take my word for it, since I'm gonna be like in the way of the actual graphics. So, all right. So I think the thing is, you want to get some speed, because you don't want the birds to come and kill you. And then I see a lot of people. Yeah, there we go. Oh, damn. But I held the button too long. Yeah, not especially good. The game itself has profiles for like a ton of controllers. So I wonder how many people are actually playing with controllers instead of playing with keyboard and mouse. But you should see. I guess I gotta talk to Javier and see if he can get my my mock hooked up here. Maybe. I only need 2 buttons, so this would be pretty good, right? So Toby says he's in the game now. Couldn't use the keyboard. Had to use my controller. Well, my problem is this, is that my controller is upstairs. I have a like an 8-bit DOE that I could plug in, but it's plugged into my Mac right now. And man, that was a pain in the buttski to get it all configured. So I'm a little nervous about unplugging it. I do need to like redo that machine for my son, because he's got like a, whoa, oh, come on, oh, Lord. He's got a 2009 iMac, and that is just pretty long in the tooth. I think it's still running, I don't know, Catalina? No, it can't be Catalina, can it? But in any case, it's running the version of macOS that now has that root certificate issue. So basically, you go to any website that requires HTTPS, and you get an error message. So I'm thinking that the solution is going to be to get my, oh, look at that move, nice. Yep, you deserve to eat it. Oh, crunch. Oh, it's all crunching from here on out. I think the best move on that is going to be for me to get that i7 that I've got set up, or that i7 that I have, iMac, or Mac Mini rather, get that reconfigured for him so that he's got a more modern machine. But he loves his Chromebook, so let's kind of let him use that. Hey, good evening, Sukra. Good to see you, sir. You'll have to tell me if you've ever played this. Hey, Bitman, what's up? Right now, I'm just not pressing any keys, because that's my go-to move, is not trying to break the game. Oh, Lord. Oh, caught on the edge. That's cheating, though. Like a bunny hop and then 3 of those things in a row? Lord. That's tough. Oh my gosh. I intend to explore other stuff like this. I like these cute games. This guy better hurry up, or otherwise the birds are gonna come for him. They will knock you right off your skateboard. This game is called Skate or Don't. I saw somebody playing it today, and I thought, wow, this looks like a lot of fun. And I'm terrible at it, so that should make it really fun for people to watch on the stream. So it is free. If you Google Skate or Don't game, it's basically the first link. All right, here we go. I kick and get my skateboard going. If you hold down... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of people were not prepared for that bunny hop. Yeah, it's like skate or die, but it's mostly die. Yeah. Yeah, I bit it. Toby, I wish you could describe what your symbol looks like. Mine is like the little pipes, like Pipe Dream, and it's got like the little spades or something on it. It's yellow. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I was gonna say that's an easy bite it right there, but you can tell the people that are really good at this. A blank white square or something. All right, you went with the defaults. Fair enough. It said it was 15th that round. So I'm definitely... Yeah, if anybody's got like a PC, you can certainly join in the fun. I don't know how much fun you're going to have. It's mostly kind of frustrating. Oh, everybody bit it. Everybody bit it on that launch. Joe, I don't know that it's a gaming channel. It's definitely not a gaming channel. I don't have enough cleavage, I guess, for... I mean, I do, but still. I don't think that this is really going to be a gaming channel. But I do enjoy playing games sometimes. And I just figured I've had a few extra minutes this evening that I wanted to play around and maybe see if I could stream this out. I got 146 on that, and I got 143. Yeah. I keep saying, and it's still, oh yeah, you did a hand plant. Oh, the birds are stuck. Oh, I guess they killed him anyway. Or I guess he got stuck under there. It was 12th that round. So, yeah. Hey, Dave, how's it going? Again, can't convince the wife to get a pixie cut, so I guess I'm just stuck doing this on my own. I did recently pick up a Twitter follower from PCB Way, so I feel like, oh lord, did I get caught in here? No, I'm stuck. I was stuck till the birds killed me. I did pick up a, is it daylight there? No, the United States is, most of the United States is taking part in daylight savings time, so in my brain it's 10 o'clock at night already. So, but it's, no, it's dark. And it gets dark around 5, and it'll get darker even sooner than that here in a month or so. And then we come out the other side of it, either as vampires or as better people. So write your congressperson and ask them to, just either save enough daylight that we can stop doing this, or to just end the practice, I guess, one or the other. No, it's I have awesome backlighting. Ron, looks like sunlight in your room. Oh no, that's sorry, that is actually the 400 watts of LED light bulbs that I bought at Menards. There's a you can get like a torchiere style lamp, and that has like 2 Edison based bulbs in it. And I ended up buying one of those, or actually for a very long time I had like a 350 watt LED, or sorry, CCFL light down here in the basement, and I mean it just illuminated everything. It was wonderful. And then you couldn't buy those anymore, and so I ended up getting a oh yeah, this is gonna be, yeah, that's dire. I ended up getting that dual Edison base. I was 10th that round. Light at Menards, and I bought like two 200 watt bulbs. That was too much, so I think I went down to like 150s, and it does a good amount of light, and it feels like I can actually see things to work on projects and stuff, which I like too. Okay, it's a jump. Okay, oh no, oh, too much sauce. Too much sauce. I should have leaned back. But yeah, it does look like daylight, but it's actually just a light. And then I have I mean, I'd look really even worse, but I've got a ring light over here on the side that, I mean, if I unplug it, it'll just be like the lighting in here gets really bad. Oh yeah. Look at this guy. If you fall over a tiny bit, you can like, you'll hand plant, and you can kind of like push off your hand plant. You hit shift to do that. Yeah, some of these people are just killing it. Wait to see if how much of this music ends up with a YouTube copyright issue, because man, they love to do that these days. I had a video that I recorded the other day that some no-name, just, you know, hucksters were basically claiming that they owned audio inside of like a public domain movie. And I was like, you own like this 5 seconds of dialogue inside this? How is this possible? So I went through and I reached out to the company, and I basically just said, hey, I don't think you own this, but, you know, I guess the content matching stuff being what it is, I'll just, you know, clip your audio out. So that's what I did, and it solved the issue on that video. But so now, yeah, let me back up. Come on. There we go. Yeah, bit it anyway. Yeah, Bitman. I think it's like everything else. But yeah, it's all you got. It's practice. The first, like Jake the dog said, the first step at getting kind of good at something is being kind of bad at something. So you just got to stick with it. But Steve, you're right. Like the content match stuff is just like just going nuts these days. I do not understand how you can just get rando like dialogue inside of a video, like just people talking, that you'll get a match on something like that. And it's like, well, the only way you would be able to say this is if you weren't, utilizing this public domain thing yourself. So, how do you convince people? 10th. I was 10th that time, not too bad. How do you convince people that maybe you just don't own everything? Really, really looking forward to Mickey Mouse kind of going into the public domain here in the next couple of years. Popeye is already public domain in Europe. Oh, look at this. How terrible. Just how terrible. Yeah, honestly, yeah. What Steve's talking about in chat is when I took a couple of items from him, I drove him home from a Vintage Computer Festival Midwest, and I made him a little video. If you've seen the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, there's a scene where Indiana Jones is talking to kind of the government guys, the G-men, and it was like, well, this item is important and it needs to be, sort of researched and investigated, whatever. And it's Porkins from A New Hope, and he's like, well, we've got the very best men, kind of, looking at this, and Harrison Ford is like, well, who? And he's like, we've got top men looking at this. And he's like, well, who? And he goes, top men. Like, you should just know what that means. So I made Steve a little video clip that kind of makes fun of that, where I took his Macintoshes and I kind of recreated the last little bit. Oh, well, it was nice. I recreated the last little bit where they're like boxing the items up and like, pushing them down the big long hallway out into the warehouse and all that. So I made a clip for Steve with that, and it'll probably never see the light of day because, again, copyright, laws and things like that. Even though it's 100% parody, and but it's still got the audio and stuff in it. So yeah. I think the solution would be to maybe just, like Steve just said, to just hum the music and dub over the dialogue or something. If I'd had more time, I'd have had like some actor-y friends like sit down and actually do the stuff. But David, how's it going this evening? Good to see you. So we are playing Skate or Don't. And as people that have been watching the stream so far probably have realized, it's more don't. It's more don't. I'm glad you're doing well, sir. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, a lot of people are going to bite that because it's yeah, that eliminate. Oh, and that eliminated even more people. Just because there's a bounce when you hit the ground, and if you hit your head. Yeah, I can definitely play a Porkins. I love that guy. I cannot remember that actor's name off the top of my head, but he's Porkins in Raiders of the, or I'm sorry, in A New Hope. He's in a lot of George Lucas-y kind of things, but he oh yeah, thanks Joe for the suggesting a like spike. But and then he, of course, he's the G-Man in Raiders of the Lost Ark. He also plays Lieutenant Eckhart in the 1988 Batman movie. He's the guy that it's like on the take from the Joker or whatever. So he's in all kinds of stuff, but he character actor, just kind of plays like some fat guy. Good for him, because it's a role that pays the bills. Okay, yeah. I was gonna. Oh man, that just look at we just shed the numbers there. 444 feet, not too bad. Oh yeah, William Hootkins. I don't know why I can't remember that. Yeah, he passed away a few years ago. It's it's being a big person. It's kind of tough on you. That's why it's the actor that played Harry Potter's uncle. That's why I was like, oh my gosh, he just gets bigger every movie. This poor guy. I would absolutely be trying to figure out a way to size down a little bit. Or if anybody remembers wrestling, the Paul Bearer, the Undertaker's kind of sidekick guy. He got pretty big there at the end. Hey, it's Secret Chicken. Thanks for tuning in. We are playing Skate or Don't. And everybody that's been watching so far has realized that it's kind of a tough game. It's kind of quappy in a way. Oh, okay. So now I know that you don't do that. So when you're going to land like that, don't be crouched. I guess you got to have your legs there so you've got a little bit of a spring. But this game, again, is available for free It's a beta. It's if you Google Skate or Don't Game, I think it's the first link out there on the Googles. Yeah, it's easy to bite it. So I was 20th. Didn't get very far that time. Although it is nice that you do see some new names kind of pop up here now and again. But I cannot imagine. I guess since the high score was like 2,600 feet, I'm guessing that that is the maximum sort of distance of this. It's like I'm not sure how I correct from this. Yeah, there's a lot of people that'll hit the end. Yeah. And then there were 6. Yeah, hey, Secret Chicken, having a secret birthday today. Well, not so secret now that it's been revealed. So, happy 39th birthday. You're getting up there. Congratulations, you have evaded the Sandmen for a whole 9 years. You know, the game that this kind of reminds me most of, oh my gosh, like look at that. Whoa, look at this. You must have hit like the ceiling fan in the house or something. Oh no, it came out, crazy. The Line Rider, does anybody remember that? Where you had to like draw the little thing and your dude on a sled would like slide down it? I remember that back in the day. That was kind of a fun Java game, or not maybe Java, but maybe a Flash game, you know. Yeah, Line Rider. Yeah, I love all that stuff. It was so amazing. I was talking to my son in the car today about the like Weebles, if you remember Weebles. Oh man, I've interrupted a Mac 84 stream. It's well, I mean, you could still, you know, use IRDA to like, you know, stream something. Oh, come on. I don't get it. I launch and it goes crazy. But yeah, Weebles, where it was all of the like the badger, like the badger mushroom thing and all that. Just all those funny songs. And a friend of his was like, oh no, I have no idea. I have no idea what any of that's about. Secret Chicken, I'm just joking. I don't know how old you are. But however many years it is, happy birthday to you. But the joke, though, is Logan's Run, where I guess you get to be 30, and then you have to go through the Festival of Carnival, and or Carousel? It's the Festival of Carousel, where you either get renewed and you come back as a baby, or you just get destroyed. But I guess everybody just gets destroyed as a method of population control. So, Logan's Run, interesting movie. Came out in 1976, came out the year I was born. So it was kind of cool to have like a 30th birthday on the 30th anniversary of, because I think Logan's Run came out like in early February of 1976, and I was born in mid-February, so it was sort of like there was a lot of things that lined up on that for me. I didn't have like a Logan's Run themed birthday party or anything like that, but maybe in retro, next time around I'm gonna do that. Well, that was the run ender right there. Oh, and they're about to get killed by birds. Yep. No one did very well that round. 7th place. Hey, look at that. 2nd place. Nice. If you're still a white square, Toby. Alright, you see, I try to kind of mimic what I see other players do in hopes that that I get better, but that never seems to be the case. Seeing a lot of people. Oh yeah. I need to get better at leaning, because you come off these things and you gotta like lean on your board just right, so when you hit the ground. Secret Chicken is only 14. Oh my gosh, I remember when I was 14. It was right before I turned 15. I do like it sometimes when people really bite it and their character just keeps ragdolling. That's pretty fun. Yeah, I was going to say, you did not have enough. Whoever it was didn't have enough juice to make it. Toby, are you getting all these 2nd places? Like, what's the deal? You said you had, like, the little white shield as your avatar symbol. I'm going to slow down. Well, you know, I hit the button to jump, and nothing happened. And it seems like that happened to a lot of other people, too. Yeah, change yours, Toby. Like, put a big T in the middle so I know it's you. Again, it's... oh, I don't want to quit because I want to make sure I stay in your game. Ugh. Yep, nice. Okay, I was 14th that round. That's not great. Not great. It keeps pushing me, at least on my screen, it looks like I get pushed kind of out front. And I really don't want to be. I want to be able to watch other people and kind of mimic what they're doing. Yeah, not good. Hit the edge of the picnic table. Is geometry really math, though? It never felt like math to me in high school. Like, algebra classes felt like math. Geometry felt like not math. Like A's and B's in geometry. Oh, man. Well, his skateboard is still way out in front, so... Do you have enough steam to make it? You made it through one house. Well, Bitman, I'm sorry to hear that. It's a blue screen. It's it is a beta, and I am not involved with the development of it to tell you that it isn't like a buggy mess. I think John Carpenter made this track for the game. Oh my gosh. This guy's doing really well. This is the best music so far. Alright, Toby's got a big T in his. Good. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's kind of a hill. So, 10th place out of 17. I guess not terrible, not great. Yeah, it pushes me out front. I don't get it. Maybe that does that for everybody because of the kind of the kind of the net code timing, maybe. Oh, come on. Everybody bit it. Not everybody, but quite a few people bit it. Yeah, I do like it when people kind of catch... spoke too soon. You wiped out. But it's, you see people kind of catch themselves on their arm and then kind of like, you know, do a hand plant and push off and can kind of save some really weird situations. I guess the trick is when you touch the ground, then kneel or kind of crouch, because I guess that takes all the bounce out of it. Yeah, that sure seems to be what people are doing. When I was in high school, I enjoyed the social aspect of things. Plus, I did a lot of stagecraft, so there was always somebody that needed something built. I always had a lot of fun doing that. I tried out for a lot of plays and things like that, and I maybe got cast one time ever in anything as like scared villager number 13 kind of thing. All right, 13th place that round. Not too bad. You know, I've actually had to kind of slow down on eBay purchases too, because there was a lot of stuff where it was just like, oh, it's only 15 bucks. Oh, it's only 20 bucks. And then you add up, oh, Lord, look at that. Did I save it? I saved it. And then caught my head on the damn thing. It's like 15, 20 bucks, but then it adds up. It's just like, oh my gosh, I spent $100 last month on buying just like little doodads. And, yeah, it adds up quick. You gotta really watch that. I did have a moment where I was like, didn't I buy something? And then I was like, what the hell happened to it? And, I still need to find what I did with it. It's, because it was not cheap. I bought it from, there's one thing I bought, but I sure need to find what I did with. Pricey. I bought a Pentium Overdrive chip, the 83 megahertz, like the fastest one that Intel made for socket 3. And then now I have no idea what I've done with it. So it's around somewhere, perhaps. Really, I occasionally get excited about figuring out where that went. Because it's one of those things that I purchased because I was like, oh, wouldn't it be great to have that? And yeah, it would be great to have it, but it would be even greater to be able to remember what I did with it so that I can use it. Because my idea was I was going to do something with it for December this year. Have to rip this place apart and look for it. I do have a 9-inch Amber CRT. It's located inside my 2C monitor. Ooh, a cracked neck monitor. What an amazing gift for the recyclers. Yeah, $5.99. I saw a video recently where it was, oh, Lord, come on. It was a video that I saw recently that was for a, I'm gonna bite it anyway, for a keyboard that had, like, I think, like, 2 ADB connections and a connection, like, for a Mac Plus, or that's what people claimed, and I was like, there's no way. There's no way. What do I want for it? I don't know. I want to convert. Take me to the cleaners. I want to convert a 2C monitor into being like an LCD. So I might just figure out a way to trade it to you. Is this for like putting in a SE? So you got an SE with an amber display, I guess? I'm gonna try to like not just suck and die. Well, that didn't go anywhere. A lot of people biting it. Oh, you want to make a pumpkin tosh. Yeah, I saw like some stuff like that. I've got some other stuff I need to send you, Joe, so I'll figure out where that's at and I'll get it sent to you. I really need my other 2C monitor recapped so I could actually, use it. So, hey, it's Rick. Rick from Rick's Random Retro. And Justin Morgan's here too. Hey, Justin. Okay. I will follow up with you elsewhere. I think at this point I have 2 of those 2C CRTs, so I can, but according to Bob Odenkirk, triples is best. If I had triples on the Barracuda, then, if something got scratched or, something happened to one, you'd still have the other one. Okay, so I am trying to kick and go. Yeah, birds got me. Yeah, triples are best. So I got the 3 Barracudas. Because my wife, she's very sick, but she's gonna get better. And I didn't even want to marry her, but she asked me. Is everybody here seeing? I think you should leave, or I sure hope so, or otherwise these jokes aren't probably gonna land. You might be 2nd or 3rd this time. Well, I will check. Oh, Mario bit it. Yeah, hey, nicely done, Toby. I was in 5th. So the 2nd season of that I thought was pretty good. It's that Bob Odenkirk sketch where he's kind of talking to the guy. Oh my gosh. Where he gets trapped in that conversation with a stranger, in the restaurant. I thought that was genius, because who has not been in a situation like that? Where you're just you start a friendly conversation, it just goes off the rails. So, but interesting thing about that, Tim Robinson, I guess, the kind of the creator of that show, these are all sketches that were rejected from Saturday Night Live. And I'm like, yeah, I can kind of see that. I remember when Tim was actually on SNL, and they did some of his stuff, and it's out there. It's a lot of cringe humor and things like that, so... Some of these songs are they're so relaxing that they make you not stress out about dying so much. Then I see these people that absolutely. Oh man. I was gonna say, how do you recover from that? So I was 11th. Toby's in 4th place. Lord, I don't think I'm ever gonna catch up. Hey, how's it going, OCR? How you doing today? Alright, ducked in plenty of time that time. Okay. Duck again. Oh, look, somebody's like was stuck up in the air. Oh, well, I shouldn't have been looking at them. I should have been controlling my own stuff. Just got an Apple 512K. Any things I should be aware of? Yeah, you're probably going to need to, especially if it's been moved around a lot, you're going to probably need to touch up any kind of solder joints on the analog board. You're probably also going to want to pull out the clock battery if it still has one in there and check on the analog board for leakage. If you see any leakage in the battery bay, there's leakage on the analog board. You want to get that cleaned up. Don't forget that probably 128K, 512K Mac Plus should not be just stored with the power cable plugged in, because the reefa cap is like on all the time. The reefa filter cap, like even if it's turned off, there's still, I guess, power that goes through that, so you can blow your reefa in the middle of the night, which is never a fun experience. So you got a stinky reefa cap smoke in your house up at 3 a.m. That would be, if you want to get in Dutch with your roommates or the missus, then yeah, you definitely want to. Look at that. You see me? I'm trying. Yeah, if you didn't get a keyboard with it, that's going to be a toughie. Rick, you might want to, I understand that sometimes there's that barrier to understanding, but that is like a very poor wording of that. That's the face I make for the wording of that. Yeah, you don't want to blow a reefa cap in the middle of the night. That would be bad. Oh, Bitman says, he said he had first place and then retracted it. Retracted the comment. Got second this time. Cool. I appreciate you guys playing along with me. It makes me feel better about being terrible about this game. But now, but then all you guys are like putting up big scores, and I am not. All right, what's the secret? What's the secret to not sucking at this game? Oh man, don't let me be in first place, please. I'm in fourth. I'm in third. I'm third. No, surely, something's gotta happen. Something's gotta happen. Oh man, I'm in first place. Okay, don't whiz this down your leg, Ron. Come on, you can do it. No, you can't do it. You can't do it, Ron. You can't do it. First place, yay! Oh, screenshot. That's good, man. Having the keyboard and the mouse, that's all the difference. I've given away like a ton of 512s and pluses over the years just because I had the machines and they sat around forever and I had no keyboard and mouse. So it seems like nowadays it's kind of tough to get. Oh Lord. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that's the filter right there. All those civilizations hit the filter and that was it. Hey, it's Enzo. Enzo, how are you this evening? Yeah, I think anymore I'm seeing a lot of people that have Mac Plus. Oh wow. Oh wow. I'm seeing a lot of people that have Mac Plus keyboards on their 128Ks and Pluses just because you can find more of those. Maybe you can tell the difference between the Plus always came with a keypad built into the keyboard, and that was an add-on option for the 128K and 512K. It was a little extra module that would stick off to the side of your keyboard. And not the most convenient thing. Oh, I should have made that. is the type of game that my son would play on his Chromebook if this was like Slither, one of those Slither IO kind of games. Cannot believe I was first. How does it even happen to a guy like me? Oh, here come the birds. You better get moving. The birds are coming. How are there two people, though? Because the other people would have to be behind the birds. That, what? It's Mario. Again. He would have had to have been behind the birds, because you saw the birds, right? I think everyone has their own birds. That's interesting to know. Because I'm just thinking that you would just have like one set of cleanup crew that would follow everybody, you would think. But I didn't program the game, so I don't know. Mario's showing off now. Look at that. Also managed to get a Apple 2GS. Hey, did you get a ROM 3 or has four reefer cap in the power supply? Yeah. Did you get a ROM 0, ROM 1, ROM 3? If it's got a battery holder on the motherboard, it's ROM 3, which is, I know a lot of people kind of prefer those because they got a little bit of extra RAM, but I guess they're slightly faster because some of the stuff, or like some of the code that was part of like System 6 is built, or well, no, it's 401, sorry. Some of the code from 401 is actually built into ROM, so you don't actually have to load those from disk, and it goes faster. Toolbox calls, thank you. That's probably the best way to put that. So you end up with a faster machine, but it is slightly less compatible. Oh, look at that. I got jammed up. Oh no, I'm still alive. And then I got hit by birds. So yeah, they're slightly faster, but they're slightly less compatible, because I guess that they the ROM makes for just enough difference in some very specific games that they just don't run right. Both died under the table. It happens. 6th place. I do like the 2GS. My parents had one when I was growing up, and we literally, I think, went through 2 power supplies, factory, and then 2 additional power supplies, because just, oh lord, oh my gosh, just because we used that machine so much. And I do remember I loved it because when you were using it, if you moved the stuff on the menu, it would, like, I don't know if we had a weak power supply or a weak flyback or something on our monitor, but you'd click the menu, and when you would move things up and down, it would make like a sound in the monitor. Like it was like a kind of a weird thing. Enzo, this game is called Skate or Don't. If you were to Google Skate or Don't game, it'll take you right to the homepage, and it's basically like a multiplayer little skateboard, a palooza. You could join Toby and I think we're both playing. Who else was playing? There was somebody else that was playing as well. Changing rooms. BRB. Alright. Do some push-ups here. Ugh. 1. Do those leg extensions. I need to correct quicker, because when oh yeah, sorry Bitman, because when I see myself getting ready to fall and die, then that's when I start like trying to do corrections, and it seems like that's just too late. You really got to get on that quicker. I can get rid of the toggle But I will tell you, I will forget. If I take the cheat sheet away, I will forget. I was in 5th place that time. Toby in 4th place. Nice. Bitman, what's your avatar thing look like so I can make announcements for you? Somebody just bit it. Just going down the hill. Oh, please. Oh, I made it on a double. That normally does not happen. Oh man, I'm in 4th. I'm 1 of 4. Oh, I corrected the wrong direction. So, well, I made it to the top 3. So that's good. The one with brown hair and the dark blue shirt. Okay. Oh, everybody. Mario bit it that time. That is un-Mario-like. I like this music. It's very Escape from New York. Like if I was gonna score a movie, and it was gonna be like an 80s movie, I would, oh yeah, I was gonna say 4th place that time. I would absolutely get John Carpenter to stop smoking for 10 minutes and maybe come help me. Yeah, it was freezing on my end too. I don't know, I guess you're right. Maybe he just has a bad internet connection. I just want to stick in the back here with Mario, because Mario sure seems to be like the guy that doesn't die a lot. Oh, crap. I corrected the wrong direction. Yeah, Enzo, let's see how well you can do. Make sure that you set your little avatar dude to be something that we can identify. There goes Mario. I keep calling him Mario. Is his shirt red? I really can't tell. I have, like, I am an ideal candidate for those glasses that make you see in color. Green. Oh, it's a green shirt. Well, now I'm disappointed. Yeah, colorblind, for sure. Profoundly, like can't be a pilot. Kind of colorblind. Got kicked out of beauty school. Kind of colorblind. This guy's really great. I want to be this good when I grow up. But Enzo, so you know, you do. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, how do you recover from that? 5th place again for me. You want to make sure that you have to duck before you do it. Good stuff. Take ibuprofen for 100%. Yeah, I do hope that you feel better, man. This has been a heck of a week with the time change and everything else. I know a lot of people are still playing catch up. Oh Lord. What a filter that was for everybody. Oh, I like this, where they're all like a group. Except that one that's no longer part of the group. I just think about all the skateboard movies that I watched as a kid. I remember seeing somebody at school, I think I was like in 4th grade or 5th grade or something, somebody brought like a skateboard movie to school, and it was like these people were like, it looked like it was shot on videotape. I mean, it was not great, but it was basically like these guys were traveling around the country and skateboarding and doing skateboard tricks and stuff, and they were trying to get somewhere. And I just remember being like, oh, when the movie was like not very long, like it was maybe 45 minutes or something like that, And then I was just like very disappointed when it was over, because I was like, oh, there should have been more to this little adventure they were on. It was like The Wizard, kind of in a way, only at the end it wasn't like to go to California. It was to go to this skateboard competition. Oh, damn it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay, gotta go. Bye. Bye, birds. Well, I'm in the last 3. I feel good about that, but now I'm about to bite it. Ugh. Well, we all bit it, so I feel better. Search for animal chin. I do not know. I do not know if that's what it... What? Oh my gosh, I have overdone it and broken my fool neck. Congrats, Bitman. Congrats. And I like this. I like a live stream that everybody can join in on. I feel bad. Like, what do we call this guy since he can't be Mario? Because it's a green shirt. I'm just going to say really good at this game. For whatever that's worth. Skate or don't. This is almost, if I could name a movie that this sounds like music from a movie, I would say, oh, wow. I was gonna say, what's that guy's name with the what is the name of that movie with Peter Weller? It's like Buckaroo Banzai. It's very Buckaroo Banzai. Come on! Oh, I hate that. Nintendo's lawyers have entered the chat. Who do you think this is? RGT's live stream? I can't get those numbers. Yeah, I don't. I guess people were kind of. I need to read up on it more, but I guess people were kind of like dissing him a little bit about the lawyers coming knocking because of breaking, or supposedly had something to do with like the release date on, or the media embargo on something. They got all bent out of shape. Speaking of Nintendo, I think on Friday I'm gonna go get one of those Game & Watch, the Zelda Game & Watch. That looks like a lot of fun. Mostly because it's, whoa, wow, that was crazy. Oh, and recovered it. No way. That was, and then got killed by birds. 8th place that time, Toby. 4th place, congratulations. That $50 Game & Watch for Zelda looks like a lot of fun because it's got The Legend of Zelda. It's got the Adventure of Link, so like Zelda 2, and it also has the Game Boy, the original Game Boy game, and then I think it has like a Game & Watch inspired Zelda title that is like Whack the Vermin or something like that. It looks very much like a Game & Watch game, so that looks pretty good. Oh, this is ending poorly. Yep, ended poorly. So I've seen a bunch of stuff of people hacking those and all those and adding additional games. I guess if you, I'm sure for $50 you could probably pick up a PSP and soft mod it and then do whatever you wanted to do. But if you wanted like an original or a real Nintendo branded product, then for sure you could certainly pick up that device, which is literally like a quarter of the price of a Switch. Nostalgia, I guess. I would love to see them do one of those with Metroid titles, because like the original Metroid, and maybe put some of the Game Boy Advance, but I don't know if it has the extra buttons and stuff. But I will say that Metroid Fusion is really, really great for a 2D Metroid game, as is Zero Mission, because Zero Mission is kind of like partially a retelling of the original, kind of builds out the story of the original Metroid. It's quite a bit of fun. Oh, this is like the most corrections I've ever made. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. Whoa, whoa. I saved it and then didn't save it. My son has a Switch, and he keeps asking for Dread, but then I keep looking at his grades, and then I think, better not. I've heard good reports about it. Bitman, it was great seeing you tonight. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And then there were 5. Oh, Lord. Well, then there were 4. Oh, man. Oh, down to 2. Oh, man. And one of them. Oh, wow. Here come the birds. Yeah, that was a shorten right there. So, hey, I guess that guarantees I'm always going to be in the top 5. If we only got 5 people playing. Toby in first. Nice. Here's some spooky music. Oh, come on. Come on! Oh, Lord. Ugh. Well, I was first, but I guess when you only got 4 people playing, it's pretty easy. Anyone successfully land a backflip at this game? No, I'm going to say no, that no one has. Or maybe Mario has, because he was pretty awesome. I think you've really got to want it, though. Yeah, I tried to X game it, but it didn't work. Just up the power supply on the Apple II GS to get the reef is okay, but I will replace it. Thanks for everybody. Thoughts and ideas. Yeah, it's the reefas seem to be the things that get you. That and clock battery. Just if you have a soldered in clock battery on your 2GS, just cut it out immediately, because if it hasn't leaked, it will leak. The big thing I'd also say is that if you can avoid it, like, don't put a clock battery back in it. I mean, sure, it's going to be a little bit of a tiny bit of a pain. Oh, my Lord. It'll be a tiny bit of a pain because it'll forget your slot assignments between boots. But, you know, honestly, if you just physically put, like, whatever your boot device is in slot 7, it'll just automatically boot from that anyway. So, probably not a big deal. Now, if you do go through and, you know, kind of rearrange your ports and things like that for, like, moving your slot assignments around for things like serial ports and all that type of stuff, you have some specialty app that requires that. That's not super handy, but it's still probably better. Hey, yeah, good. It's still probably better than, you know, having a leaky thing on your motherboard. The very first, actually, I have terrible luck with batteries. I bought a few ROM 3s. Oh, can I do a flip? Did I not? No, didn't have enough sauce. I bought several ROM 3s over the years and had them where they're battery bombed. And so that's very disappointing because there's not a ton of ROM 3s out there. But I finally ended up getting one that actually works and is in good physical shape. and just in time to do a video for some RGB adapters and things like that for Byte Booster. I need to get on that still. He's been very, very patient with me getting all that stuff done. Probably needs to be getting ready to... Oh man, look at that. Wow. I was going to say, how do you recover? Toby in third, not too bad. I'm going to... I got a couple days off here closer to the holiday. I think I'm going to take some time and do some videos and stuff that I haven't made time for yet. I got to send some stuff to... Oh, not good. Not good. Oh! I got to send some stuff to Steve in the mail. I gotta send some stuff. Oh my gosh, I gotta get all kinds of stuff out the door. I know it was a righteous wipeout. I've got a friend who I need to send some MST3K bot parts to that I've been putting off. I also need to take some pictures and things for some bot parts that somebody wants to purchase. And I've just been putting it off. Maybe if I'm done with the stream here in a little bit, I'll go and do that. So get that taken care of. One fewer thing. Toby's in fourth. I'm in sixth. Man, I'm way down the leaderboard. I like the little animation for speeding up. I'm getting better. It's what would be great is like a single player mode where I could absolutely like practice and like just restart immediately. It's like one of those things where like with kind of games of skill at the carnival, sometimes there's just enough of a break in the action where you forget your muscle memory. So I guess that they can keep charging you more. Toby is cleaning up, man. In second place. Ugh, I need to correct better. But it just makes me feel better that when I watch other people die the exact same way that I die. Don't. Steve is right though. It's you know, is this becoming a game streaming channel? No. I thought it'd be fun to do Mac-O-Lantern, play some horror-themed Macintosh games, and I did that just as Gruz kind of got back in the groove on making some stuff. So good for him. Really, oh Lord. Oh, did you see that? That was lame. With enough speed, off one of those tables, I think you could do it. Yeah, probably so. Oh my gosh. Oh, man, it's like 11 p.m. here. Or it feels like. Oh! Tell you what, these guys, they keep recovering. 3 picnic tables, man. What a challenge. Fourth. I think I'm going to play 2 more rounds. Front flip recovery. Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm going to play like 2 more rounds. But I got to get 3rd or better, I think. Well, won't happen this round, I don't think. I need to go take those photos. How do you check the ROM version? Okay, well, easiest thing to do is you can look at the board, and if you had a battery that was in a battery holder, it's a ROM 3. If you had a one where you had to clip the battery out, it had like, you know, a radial sort of, you know, symmetry on the on the battery, and you had to clip the leads off the ends, then that's like a ROM 0 or ROM 1. You can also tell on a ROM 3 machine, the video chipset is, I think, just soldered in the board. I don't think that it's still like an FPGA, or not FPGA, what is that called? PLCC style package for the chip, but it is not like in a socket. I think all the ROM 0, ROM 1s are in a socket on the video chip, and the ROM 3 also has, I guess, 256, or is it 512K? 256K built on the board, so you have much more RAM built on the board than you will on a 128, or I'm sorry, on a ROM 0, ROM 1. So if you end up with, if you have a ROM 0, the advice is always to upgrade it to ROM 1. You can do that with just replacement ROM chips. Because ROM 0 has some bugs and things like that that cause you some grief with running certain versions of GSOS. So definitely upgrade that. But there is no like upgrade from like a ROM 0, ROM 1 to ROM 3, because there's too many hardware differences. Oh wow. Oh, bit it. Big time bit it. Yeah, and the birds are annoying. Oh, walk it off. All right, 2nd place. So there's my first 2nd place. I gotta get one more 2nd place. Or a 3rd place, I would say. Should be easy with six people playing. Oh yeah. Hey, Britt is here. Hey, Britt. Oh, I'm having a spasm under the table. Oh, Lord. Well, 3rd place. I did it. I did it. Maybe I'll play for a minute since Britt showed up. Don't see Britt every day. Britt was kind enough to come down and pick up a ton of... Do you know about old Macs? I do not. I wish I did. I wish I knew all kinds of... Oh, come on, come on! Ah! I was killed by birds. Just heard you talking about 2GSs. Yeah, it's true. So, I actually have... yeah, thank you for the one you brought me. I ended up... I have a friend who was desperately trying to find a 2GS, and he actually got burned on a couple deals. And so I reached out to him, and I was like, hey, like, I've got an extra one from a school district. So it, like, and I'm a big fan of that. I love it, like when school districts write all over stuff. I leave it because it's very reminiscent of the old days. And Adam, yeah, I do know a tiny bit of stuff about Mac stuff. I may not know as much as you do. Certainly don't claim to be an expert about anything, but I've been around a little bit, and was very fortunate to kind of grow up at a time when computer stores just let kids kind of go in the back. And yeah, that school 2GS was pristine. I loved it had like just the normal kind of writing that you see that schools did on those machines back in the day. Like, oh, it's part of our title. Come on! Ah, the birds! Ah! Lord. Oh yeah, OCR, no problem. Gonna meet up with Joe next week. Drive to Ohio and meet us. I'd go back to Ohio, but my city is gone, I think is what the song says. Next week in Ohio? Oh, did you see me skate along? All that and then wipe out. You're gonna meet in Ohio. What are you guys doing in Ohio? Other than, I guess, just meet at Joe's house. Are you guys doing some Apple III stuff? Because I know Joe has like 4 million Apple III projects going at any time now. That ROM card was a pretty cool project. I'd like to reconnect with one of the vintage computers I used from school. Oh, please. Oh, no. Oh, look at my arms. My arms were swinging, going crazy. Yeah, I remember when I was in 8th grade, the school I went to got a bunch of Apple IIGSs, and, but honestly did not have any 2GS software. They had, what was that? What was that? He just gave up. Didn't really have any 2GS software, but so I remember playing that, like, the demo where you go through the cave and you click the bats and stuff like that. I remember playing that like a bunch because you would have like 15 minutes of computer time. You could do anything you want as long as you didn't play a game. And it was like, oh, this is an Apple II. What else are we supposed to do? So we did have some cool stuff. I always tell the story about logo and all that, but I moved around a lot as a kid, and one of the schools I went to, they did have like an Apple IIc lab, and in there they had some program where you could kind of write your own stories, and you could kind of draw graphics and stuff and do like little kind of animated stories, and I always just dig that. I wonder what the name of that program is. Not that I would probably play it. And then, of course, like Lemonade Stand and all that. So it's like, you had to kind of think about, like, oh, well, is it going to be hot tomorrow? Is it going to rain tomorrow? Well, I tried to fly. For whatever reason, my school did not have a bunch of the MEC and MECC software. I have though collected quite a bit of ME or MEC software. You're donating a $5.50 to Joe. He's giving me 3D parts, and a third party's giving me. Oh yeah, nice. Actually, you know, if you have to drive this direction, I have a couple of 2Es that you can have for your thing. One's a platinum, so if you need parts for your numeric keypad or anything, definitely pick it up. Power supplies, all that stuff. They're parts machines, but I really can't store them much anymore. So it's either that, or I'm going to try to bring them to Vintage Computer Fest Midwest, or Vintage Computer Festival Midwest next year, and see if I can find a good home for them there, if anybody needs parts. Alright, I think this is going to be my last round, and then I'm going to go... I want those. Ron, I want those. Okay, well then, Adam, I will hold them for you, and if it means that I got to hold them until next year, then I'll hold them for you until next year. I'm just that kind of guy. But I know that you're going through a big project right now with fixing up all those machines. I can't imagine anybody else I'd rather help. Whoa, whoa, I went to the moon and back. Yeah, I saw those handheld Oregon Trail games. Those look like quite a bit of fun. It kind of was designed to look like a little computer, almost in a way. I think I saw somebody with one of those at a sci-fi convention that they had turned it into like the book from like a Hitchhiker's Guide. They had kind of like done some little kit bash kind of on it, and it looked pretty neat. Did I get your email for the sticker? Yes, it's a button. I have everybody's addresses. I need to go and find an economical way to get those in the mail for everybody. So I will tell you what, October, what was last month? It seems like a blur now. October was just like nonstop for my family. Like, we had something going every weekend. We were out of town during the week. My son does martial arts. We do scouting stuff, and so it just absolutely just ate our whole month. So it didn't make it easy to get a lot of things in the mail or get a lot of things done. I definitely did get all of the prizes mailed out for the people that won things on the big giveaways, but yeah, that to the detriment of people that won buttons and things. So I need to get that all kind of out there. All right, this is last one, I promise. So I'm gonna do my best to do well this time, and of course I ate it right away. All right, one more. Britt, I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your friendship, sir. Thank you. Hey Ron, your videos are great. Oh, Adam, you're only saying that because I'm going to give you free things. No, I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I try hard. I try not to be boring. I guess that's maybe the most important thing. Don't be boring. So I try to talk about things that I personally find interesting, and I think that makes it easy to make content. I've got several things in the hopper right now that I need to finish. And actually, this is as good a place as any to announce it. I bought RAM testers for 72-pin and 30-pin, and I've also got a RAM tester for like PC 133. If anybody needs any RAM tested, you just cover shipping, and I'll put it through the paces. I've got a RAM testing video that I need to finish editing and get put up. Just because... Oh, the Halloween videos? Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I had fun doing those. I was a monster kid growing up. So I loved all like the Universal horror movies and things like that. And I was very lucky to be alive kind of right at the time where people, yeah, I died 2 seconds. Yeah, I saw that. I was very lucky to grow up kind of in the 80s when a lot of those movies were making it to television. So, now granted, there was always creature feature stuff, like all the way back to like the 50s, but I mean mostly like where kind of living in the St. Louis market, KPLR, Channel 11 out of St. Louis, used to do a thing kind of around where they'd be like, oh wait, all these movies are in 3D now. And so, like, the latest kind of gimmick. And you would get your 3D, you'd get a copy of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, you get your 3D glasses out of the newspaper, and then you could watch some of those movies. And I think for the very first time that I saw like Revenge of the Creature, like some of not like the A-list Universal titles, but instead saw some of the kind of the B feature versions, or like the later cash grabby kind of versions of those films. So, but I was a monster kid growing up. So when I got a Mac and kind of got introduced to the world of HyperCard, oh, this is going to end poorly, and it did. Yeah, that was a filter for several people. Yeah, alligators in the sewers, all that good stuff. Like, what about like sharp things and stuff in the candy that you would get? That was the worst. It was all based on like, I guess maybe just a couple of little real cases that happen where you've got people that knew the kids or knew those families. Hey, Bruce, good to see you, sir. That decided that they were going to hurt those people, and that's where you ended up with, like, oh, all candy is, it's unsafe for your kids. So I remember being a little kid and going and getting my candy, like, x-rayed at the hospital and silly stuff like that. And all it did, I guess if you follow the money, it sure made a lot of money for Brock's and all these candy companies to be able to sell you pre-packaged, kid-sized kind of candy for the holidays. We had a next-door neighbor that made, like, amazing, like, popcorn balls, and oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, that was bad. All those type of things. Brankus Creations, Bruce. Used to make all those wonderful kind of treats and stuff, and after that all happened, that was the end of that. Oh yeah. Oh, look at this guy. That's crazy. That slide. More John Carpenter music here. Bondi Bruce. He's not that brittle. Bruce's plastic wouldn't crack that easy. Actually, speaking of which, a friend of mine said, I got all this stuff, like, hey, you should just come pick this up. It's some old Mac stuff. Yeah, it was like some nice keyboards from that era, a couple different colors. I was like, oh, these are cute. And now I need to find people that have the appropriately. Somebody Insta wiped out there. Oh, I have learned something. Look at that. Yeah, actually, I am all for that. If there was a way to play Spectre, I am pretty good at Spectre. Oh, come on. Ugh. Everybody died. Third place. All right, one more round. Yeah, no, I do like Spectre VR. What a great game. I'd play some Marathon. Man, some Marathon 2? Wouldn't that be nice? So, I think the trick on Spectre is you make, like, as fast a tank as possible. Look at that. I learned something new. Oh, and then forgot something old. I forgot to jump. This guy knows where it's at with, like, hitting the board and leaning. Oh my gosh. I'm totes doing that this round. Yeah, I do like Marathon 2 especially. I was a beta tester for the... Actually, it's a funny story. I was a beta tester for Marathon 2 for Windows 95 way back in the day. And actually, I got several revisions of the game and did all my beta notes and sent all my stuff in. It's literally like they... in the days when they had to do it via email or do it via like the mail. So I got I'm sucking. So I got my disc and everything in the mail, and you know, I got a couple revisions, and I did, yeah, I like Scorched Earth too. I did several reports and things like that, and actually found some bugs and all that, and that was kind of fun. And then, oh yeah, hey, Revea, I hope I'm saying that right. But eventually, I got a disc in the mail that it was like, basically, it was the gold kind of release candidate. I could not read the disc, and because these were all CDRs that they were sending out, and I guess it was just like there was something about the CDR that like the CD-ROM drive in a like 7275 just could not read it. And so I had to borrow a like an external PC SCSI CD-ROM drive from a friend of mine, and then I had to buy like some driver software to like make it readable on my, or make it where I could mount it on my Mac. And so it ended up costing me like $50, or in 90s money, $50 to actually be able to do anything with the very last like release candidate for the game. And then at the very end of it, I guess they were kind of selective about who they sent. Oh, Lordy Lou. All right, come on. There's birds. Birds aren't real. They got really selective about who they were going to send stuff to. And I didn't end up getting like a retail release of the game. I was very disappointed. Oh man, the bounce killed me. So I had to buy it like a filthy commoner. It was still a lot of fun. I do dig that game. It was a lot of fun, and there were changes made like right up to the end, in some level design and stuff like that, just to make things maybe a little more logical, I guess, with how things are laid out. Trying to be fancy. This guy knows what he's doing. I feel bad. I've been playing this quite a bit this evening. I should be an expert by now. Shift your weight around, I guess. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, don't get cocky. Things are gonna get rocky. I had a friend who was a beta tester for some Cassidy and Green software, and he wouldn't tell me what it was for the longest time, because he was like, oh, well, you know how they are. And I'm like, you know, it's been like several years. Like, did the product ever come out? Oh yeah, it came out, but you still can't tell. I'm like, okay, dude. So finally, I was at his office one day, and he had a copy of Glider up on. I was like, you were like a beta tester for one of the like Glider games? And he's like, yeah. I was like, okay. Oh, that's nice. Ugh. I guess I never played Shove It? Yeah, Cassidy and Green, they were the folks behind the Glider games. From memory. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong. But I thought those games were fun way back in the day. As I remember the first time I ever played it on a color Mac, or at least a Macintosh that didn't have like a passive matrix display. Because again, my first Mac that I really owned, it was just my Mac, was a PowerBook 100. So you can just imagine, like what that kind of looked at. Step on it. That's what it was called. No, I've not heard of that. I'll have to check that out. That's probably out on the garden somewhere. All right, this is it, folks. This is it. I'm gonna have to see if I can survive. See if I can make it into the... Whoa! Oh, that was a good save, y'all. Alright, I'm in second, so I'm feeling good about this. Oh, I'm in first. Well, I was the last one left. I didn't get that far. Alright, that has got to be it for tonight. No, the 100 is all passive matrix. The on the portable, you did have an option for passive matrix, or you could, I guess, upgrade to like a backlit, or maybe there were 3 options. I'm gonna remember this wrong, but it was like you had a passive matrix, and then you had active matrix that was just whatever, and then you had a backlit active matrix. I think that's how that went. You know, I'm not even touching the keyboard, and I'm doing better than I normally do. So, yeah, I do need to find a portable one day. Those are fun machines. So, all right, everybody. Hey, thanks for joining me for this impromptu thing. I'll get everything named correctly here shortly. So, all right, everybody, have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. And as I always say, Apple II forever.